This is Melis Tower. It's just as we've heard. Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of Legend of Heroes Trails of the Sky, second chapter, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. The last episode, we finished chapter 4, and now we're following Lucy to the top of, the tower. I'm sure she's not going to do anything weird. One of the 4 device towers activate on the release of the seal beneath Gransel Castle, and the second barrier defending the Oriole from all angles. The professor's research was spot on, it seems. God, that's why that jerk was checking the towers out. Whoa. Is it the Sky Pirates? Nope, it is not. Yo, sorry to keep you waiting.
Hope we didn't tire you too much with the delay.
Walter, Campanella. This is a surprise. I was sure it'd be Lo who met me here. What turning of the wind is this, I wonder?
Lo is accompanying the professor for the moment. So as much as it may not be my place as mere observer, I came in instead.
And I ain't got too much to do at this point. Right now, I'm just killing some time. How unusual for both of you. Though, interesting, Lo is accompanying the professor. They are performing the last experiment then. Apparently. Our big fancy plan is heading into the big leagues, looks like.
The Archaeisms and Jaegers are almost ready. Once we have the beta in hand, we'll all be quite busy, I suspect.
Oh boy. Man, that last chapter, I'm still reeling from that stupid fight. The last experiment. They mean to go up against the legend, I take it. Even the professor and Lo are gonna struggle with that, I would imagine. Please don't fight Cassius. Maybe. We're talking about hijacking a creature of legend after all. Okay, good. Thought they were talking about the legendary Cassius, but no, it is a creature. Ain't quite like throwing pictures around and shaking the earth. But hey, Campanella, this ain't like you.
Oh, what's this now?
We're usually happily tagging along with the professor. If you ain't doing that, especially when things are this interesting, that means something better has come up. Spit out already.
Why, Walter, I'm hurt. Have you so little faith in me?
I trust you as much as your number. What overflowing camaraderie, Walter.
Such slings, such arrows. You two are so cruel. Well, in truth, I would love to sit back and watch the fireworks unfold, but as it turns out, I have a bit of work to do. I'm off to gain his permission to use the Ark.
Seriously? We're finally busting that monstrosity out. This mission gets better every day. The Crimson Ark.
Glorious. I find it hard to believe we would use such...
Do we intend to turn this nation into nothing more than a smoking crater?
That'll be up to Professor and Lo. So I'm afraid I must depart as soon as we're done. I look forward to hearing about our experiment when I get back.
That doesn't sound good. This is... Yes, I thought it would be here. Behold, Lo, a majestic thing, is it not? Are you really going to perform an experiment on something like this? I understand your apprehension. Without this data, however, we have no hope of completing the beta. We must know. Oh. Oh, I see we woke you. Your first time in the waking world of mortals in 20 years, yes? This is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. You may call me George Weissman. I am one of the Angi, caretaker of Ouroboros. Begone. This power which hangs about thee like a mist. Familiar it be somehow, but I can't do that voice. Thy eyes betray thy purpose.
In those windows I see a soul, twisted and bent, incapable of joy, unyoked from bringing suffering and agony to thy fellow man.
Well, well, such compliments, but I'm afraid I must deny your request. I wouldn't be going anyway. After all, we have business regarding the treasure of Idios.
What?
Show him, Lo.
That.
Oh, does this stir up memories from 1200 years ago? It's merely a replica, but I dare say it's well made enough, wouldn't you?
Surely thou dost not. Thou cannot mean the shining ring.
Ah, but I do. Now then, our final test awaits. Oh boy. Chapter 5. That which one must protect. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum. I'm sure it'll be fine. Please form your party. Okay, so I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go back to Tita and Chloe just to get their stuff off, but let's switch to Agate.
Leave it to me! Your aid, please!
Together now!
Right!
I'm gonna switch to Agate
Your aid, please!
and him so that levels go up a little bit. I do love me some unbalanced teams. Okay, it's time we finally got to Bose. You know, like we've been playing for a million years now. It's the only place that hasn't seen an experiment, too. And that's true. From the sound of it, there isn't anything odd happening in Bose. I think we could take our time for once and help out here in Rolent a bit before heading out. Sounds good. Let's see if there's anything else to do and head for landing port when we're done. So that's your clue that there are quests here. So let's take a look at this. Okay, the good news is that that wasn't gotten rid of because we have one more there. We have nostalgic recipe, looking for a person willing to search for a certain traditional recipe. The Abend Bar, okay. Drink your liquor, do not be drunk by it. I will wait atop the clock tower. And mine commission. Commission letter from Malcolm Mine that kept in my house is stolen. Like to investigate, second floor of my house near the West Rolent Gate. Okay, so as far as I know, there are no other... Hey, Cher, I heard from Ina. You're heading out to Bose next, right? There are no other quests. This is all I had written down, so we should be good. Yes, that's the plan. Sorry, Rich. Feels like we're always shoving off our work on you. Nah, don't worry about it. I've always learned that and leaned on Cassius and Cher until now. I'll manage. It'll be a good opportunity for me to stand on my own. I like your style, Ridge. We'll be away for a while, but hold down the fort while we're gone. Yeah, leave it to me. I hope you guys have a nice trip to Bose. Okay, so let's take a look at orb mints. How are you? You guys both have orb mints on you. Wow, look at that. So maybe I won't have to do too much. I'm going to just spend a few minutes making sure everybody has everything I want them to have, or the best versions of the things I want them to have. So give me a little bit. Okay, so I gave Olivier a bunch of stuff over here. I took Eagle Eye and the Septium Vein off, and I split it between them. So now he has a bunch of stuff. He doesn't have Titanic Roar, but he does have stuff like Saint and things like that, which works. Agate, I gave the Septium Vein to, and has stuff like Spiral, Flare, and Firebolt. And yeah, do I want to give him anything else particularly special? I don't think so. I don't think I really need to do too much. But yeah, I also upgraded a whole bunch of slots and things, so they should all be a little better off. And yeah, I don't think I can buy any more of that stuff. Also, let's check equipment. Yeah. I haven't used... Oops. Okay, I'm not used to this game. Let's give you that. Let's give you that. Anti-cold helmet. Yeah, it's fine. You have the best gun already. we have stuff there. Your Hawken boots are good too. Long barrel and wind-based, sure, why not? Okay, so the first quest that we're going to be doing, I'm going to make sure that I don't screw it up, and that's going down to the forest. I'm going to go down to that forest and get that last... Okay, sorry. Just making sure that... I get PayPal notifications on my phone whenever I use it, but that was like 15 minutes after I bought something. So, yeah. I'm going to go back to the forest and get that fishing spot. You know, by the boss. Okay, so yeah, this is the tree, and this is the really, really sneaky fishing spot that they wanted you to miss by thinking that you wouldn't be able to do this later. And what do we get? A tiger rockfish and some fire sepith. Neat. Anyway, record Miss Old fishing spot in the bracer notebook. Hooray! I will meet you later. Okay, so we have to go down to the Garoon Gate for that. Luckily, that last spot is right by the Garoon Gate, so that's pretty lucky. Let's see where Percy is. Oh, hey, Braces, good work. Well then, let's hear how it's going. Still reporting the state of the investigation. This is... I never thought there would be hidden fishing spots in places like these. This is incredible, truly a perfect report. So then... our job's done, in other words? Yep, that's what it means. But first, let me just say good work. Oh my, finally over. Well, we did end up walking all over. Yeah, it was kind of hard, but I got to fish for the first time in a while, so I'm pretty happy. Seems like it was a good break. Well, glad to hear that. I've left the formal reward with the guild, besides taken care of, but since it's come up here, take this too. Oh, metal rod trident. Oh, yeah, pretty nice, right? It's a specially made rod exclusively for big catches. And she'll be able to use it. Let me offer this as my personal thanks for a job well done. You sure this is an awfully nice rod? Yep, positive. The Fisherman's Guild does not hesitate to invest in development and standardization of fishing culture. But anyway, I can't stay at chat. I've got to get back to the capital and deliver the investigation report. Okay. Take care on your way to the capital. I guess it's a goodbye then. You really helped me out today. Keep up the good work, okay? If you get the chance, drop by the headquarters in the capital. I'm looking forward to it. Well, that worked. Yay! I will meet you back in town, right? Let's see. Abbott Bar, Clock Tower, and yeah, all in Rolent. Snakehead. Cool. I'll be back in the bank shortly.
I'm sorry, we got work to do elsewhere. You two are going together, that means there's a case. Is there a plot of the Empire's Warhawks using a treaty as cover, the remnants of the Intelligence Division? No, maybe it's a composed Skypen to surprise everyone. Oh, I can't wait to see what is going.
I'm not entirely sure what to think about her being that close to the actual mark. I think certain Mr. Burns should fear for his job when she gets older. Let's see. Okay, it's in the bar. Alright, dream of my youth, blah 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 blah. No. Where's Denzel? Oh, still in share. Hello, Tabitha. Thank God, I'm glad to see you're awake. How are you feeling? I'm still a little lightheaded, to be honest. I'm sure it's because of the odd dream I had. You had one too, huh? Yeah, such a nostalgic dream. I was about your age out on a picnic with everyone. My old Sunday school friends, Hannah and Lena. Huh? Lena? My mother was there? Well, not just Lena, mind. You and Joshua were there too. Right next to your same age mother to boot.
Say what?
Well, that is quite the dream. Yeah, odd, isn't it? The picnic was very fun. I think it was quite a happy dream, but it was so terribly happy it actually filled me with a sense of unease. It was a dream with an unpleasant aftertaste, like the whole thing was just made up. I see. It was nice to see Lena as she was, though, especially after so long. Perhaps she borrowed the world of dreams to see you. I'm sure she could hardly stand to just watch beside the goddess. Maybe. Can't really say no for sure, but I guess I can think that now. To be honest, I'm not sure I ended up how she would have wanted. Don't worry, you're fine, trust me. So hold your head as high as you tend hold your head high as you tend to your work. You're a good professional bracer no matter how you look at it. Yeah, thank you. Oh. Yeah, everyone's good now. No, I don't want to talk to you, Radford. Hi there. Finally, my tablet's woken up. Sorry for kicking up such a fuss. Oh no, please don't let it bother you. It's all part of the job, really. Yes, it's as Estelle said. Incidentally, apparently you have some kind of job for us. Oh, I see. You're here on business then. Well, what I'd like to ask you to do is investigate a certain recipe and find its ingredients. How about it? Got the time? Sure. Yeah, no problem. What recipe am I investigating? Right, so I'd like you to find us a recipe for a certain stew. We'll call it Rolent style hodgepodge stew for now. Rolent style hodgepodge stew? To be honest, it sounds about as appetizing as that potluck we found in a chest once. Yes, it sounds like it'd be hard to keep down. No, it's just a temporary name. Anyway, I want you to investigate the recipe. If you ask around town, I'm sure you'll find something. Apparently every home used to make it back in the old days. We should probably ask some old folks who know about cooking then. It doesn't seem like younger people know about the what old families cooked. That's actually a sensible suggestion from you for once. Well, that's a fine direction to begin our investigation, but we still don't have enough information about the recipe itself. Yeah, you might be right. It'd be nice to know what goes into it, at least. Yeah, that's a good point, but sorry, you'll need to ask Radford about the recipe. Huh? I thought this was your request, but you want us to ask Radford? Well, here's the thing. He's the one who brought it up in the first place. Apparently he ate this nostalgic meal in his dreams. He's been begging me to make it for him ever since. I understand now, the food of dreams, huh? But a guild job for just for a stew? I mean, was it really that good? It might not necessarily be because of the flavor. Perhaps it's a memory of some kind. The old man's not saying much either way, but I'm sure that's the case. Anyway, that's the story, so I'd really like to serve it to him if I could. Ah, what a moving tale, to make reality a sweet dream of memories past. I shall be glad to assist. Yeah, Radford's finally awake. Let's feed him to celebrate his recovery. So then we'll start by asking Radford about the recipe. Is there anything else you need to know before we go? Well, after you sort out finding a recipe, you might mind also picking up the ingredients? Might use some kind of rare ingredients after all. Yeah, no problem. If ingredients are what you want, the ingredients you shall have. Good to hear. Can't believe I'm fired up. I'm getting over this. I can't wait to see what kind of recipe it is. Well, don't you worry. We'll leave no stone unturned in the search. Yep, that's what she said. Especially, expect some good news to come your way soon. Thanks. Okay, this is gonna be a trip. Okay, buddy. Marriage, isn't the meal ready yet? It's an old recipe, so I'm sure the chef's having trouble. Radford, can we have a moment? No, who is this but Cassius girl? You need something from me? Yeah, we'd like to ask you about the recipe you ordered from Denzel. Oh, that dish? You mean the stew I dreamed of? Yes, that recipe. Actually, we've got a request from Denzel. Explain they've been hired to investigate. Oh, so then you'll be looking for the stew? Oh, I can taste your success already. I'm counting on you. Thanks, but we need your help before we start, sir. We'd like to hear the details about the recipe. Not just what went into it or the flavoring, but where you had it, anything. I see. Well then, first, as I'm sure you know, the recipe was for a stew. Seem to remember the base flavor was black pepper? It was a spicy, invigorating stew. Right, strong black pepper, got it. Go on, please. The main ingredient was meat, I think, though you could probably also use white fish. I like the meat, so we'll say meat for now. Big chunk of meat, bone and all, so tender that it just falls off. Also, I know some herbs were used. But I can't remember what kind. I remember the smell, but I can't remember what it was the smell of. It's so frustrating. So the main ingredient is meat or fish, but you want meat, bone and all. Okay, check. And lastly, there were herbs used, but you don't know what exact types. Is that it? Well, that's fairly specific. Yeah, that should be plenty to start with. I hope that helped a bit. It's plenty, thanks very much. Well then, happy hunting. I'm really looking forward to hearing you've found the recipe. Alright, so now we have to go from house to house, talking to the old people. Give me a minute. Oh, okay, so yeah, this lady here in that house next to the thing. Oh, you could tell. Yeah, I have something I'd like to ask you about, Miss Maggie. Go right ahead. Estelle explained she was looking for a stew recipe.
A strong pepper stew, I've heard of it, yes, but I've never made it. I've always been so busy helping my parents. Our meals were very simple, really.
Oh, I see. Great. Perhaps we should visit someone else.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
I heard all the details of what happened from mine. A great deal of it seems to be an investigation, so I was told everything, but who could have imagined a fog the bedroom's dreams?
Trust me, we're in the middle of it all and we still don't know much. We're chasing snakes from region to region. Hopefully we can catch one sooner or later and get some real answers.
Very good. For my part, I did plan on keeping the full truth from this incident from the citizenry as well. Everyone's still recovering from the trauma seeing loved ones comatose. I do not wish to scare them further.
It's probably for the best. Saying the wrong thing could lead to chaos.
Imagine you're off to new horizons. I can only ask you all to be careful. Your enemy, our enemy, is more twisted than I could have imagined.
We're used to the twisting. Anyway, take care.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. Good work out there.
You too, Kevin. You're a big help. Thanks for taking care of Tio and the others.
Yeah, it was nothing. No big deal. Anything for my beloved Estelle.
Again with that stuff, come on. Really, he'd be a good match for someone else you know in the smooth talker department. Smooth talker? Shara, you wound me. I take beauty very seriously. I mean every compliment that passes my lips.
That makes it kind of worse.
Anyway, what are you gonna do now, Kevin?
Well, I think I'll keep working my way around the countryside visiting the churches. I got some business I need to take care of.
Just about a business, huh? Or so you say, but it's probably really important, isn't it? Was it really just a coincidence you happened to stop here?
No, still, sometimes you're so sharp it hurts. Well, all that aside,
I hope we could trade some info soon. Yeah, let's do that sometime. Well, you take care of yourself, Kevin.
You too, Estelle.
You're an old person, hello, in the Rhine General Goods. Hello, can we have a moment of your time?
No, what is it? Something wrong?
No, nothing like that. I just have a quick question. Quick question. Looking for a certain stew recipe?
Yes, I know that one. It used to be very popular
around here. I can't read today.
Really?
Would you mind telling us more about it?
Oh, I could tell you plenty. It was your standard dish in every household back in my day.
Yeah, Denzel said something like that too.
This has to be the one.
We've been looking for the recipe of that particular dish, ma'am. Would you happen to know the ingredients?
Well, yes and no. The recipe I know is probably a little different than what you're looking for. I don't mind telling you my version, I just want to make sure you're aware of that before you pass it on.
Different? Different how? I thought it'd be the same recipe.
What do you mean? My recipe is one that's been passed down to my family
for generations.
With any family recipe, it's been tweaked here and there over the years. The flavor is likely not what it used to be. Though as I said before, I'd be happy to give you my version of the recipe if that's fine by you.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to find the original if I can. The original version would be ideal, yes, but we can't afford to be picky. A slightly different version beats handing the client nothing at all. I agree, and it would be hardly due to turn her down after she so kindly offered.
Yeah, I see what you guys mean. You like it then? Wonderful. Wait right here. I'll go grab my recipe book.
Thank you.
She sure is taking her sweet time.
No, don't be so impatient.
Give her a damn minute, would you? In case you forgot, she's kinda old.
No, goodness, that's right. Well, no wonder I can't find it. I'm sorry, children, I kept you waiting much longer than I meant to. It'd simply be fuming were I in your shoes.
No, it didn't take that long.
Did you find your recipe book? About that, I hadn't thought about it until I started looking, but I actually gave it away a while back.
What? You gotta be kidding.
It completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. He said he'd made a hobby keeping all the books and asked if he could add it to his collection. I hadn't cracked it open in years, so I thought nothing of handing it over to him. If I weren't always so generous.
Trust me, I feel like sighing too. We'll never be able to find out who got it either. Man, what a pain. No point in cursing our luck. What's done is done. Our time would be better spent figuring out what else we can do. Exactly. Perhaps we could ask around and see if anyone knows the man with the recipe book. Yeah, only one thing to do, so might as well suck it up and get to it. You say you like collecting old books, right? If you have any idea what that might be, we should try them first.
I'm afraid it's all I can remember. I wish I could help more, really.
No worries. You give us a pretty big clue. Can't be too many guys out there who collect old books for fun. Yes, thank you for your help. We'll come to you again if we need you, but in case you don't, have yourself a wonderful day, ma'am. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, wait. I know who has books. You have books. Estelle, what is it? Nothing too important, really. Just kind of admiring your massive collection of books. Indeed, I'm quite proud of this. My collection, collecting old books is my calling, and this is my cathedral, more or less. Old books as a calling? I wonder. Maybe it's worth asking. A bit of wild, grasping at straws never hurt anyone. You lost me, I'm afraid. We're looking for a book. So that's the story, the wildest guesses. I don't suppose you have the book? Miss Bloom's recipe book, right? Oh yeah, I asked her to give that to me a while back. Wait, seriously? Yeah, sure, she said a lot of traditional local recipes, so I wanted to make sure I preserved it. I asked her for it, and she entrusted it to my care. Okay, cool. Our objective is in sight. Grope for straws, and eventually you come up big. Let's have a look at the infinite wisdom of the ancients, then. Do you mind, Rhett? I don't mind at all. The hit should be... I'm not entirely sure where it is, come to think of it. It's definitely in my archive, I know that much. I think it would be faster if you just search yourselves. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're the ones asking a favor, so we can handle that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yay! Piffle words. Aged miso, maple sugar, fresh herb, black pepper, vintage wine, kibbled salt, dragon beans, and juicy bones. After giving the bone... Oh, meat! Meat the bone in! Salt rub, shred and add herbs. Bone in the meat. Meat in bone the. Prepares to a typical punchero. Add a touch of fish Kool-Aid to the finishing touches. Okay. Recipe copy. Yay! I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but we can leave figuring it out to professionals who have the ingredients at list. So let's go and report. Let's go buy ingredients, I guess, because we need that too. Hopefully the store has them. Hello. Let's see, we have that already. Let's just buy a bunch more of those. Let's buy a few of those. Is it gonna show up on the thingy there? Let's see, miso, it is not. Let's buy that. We need some vintage wine. Let's buy 5 of each. Why not? It's not that much money. We have a lot of money. Steak? Question mark. I know. I remember the kibbled salt. I don't think the sugar was there, but I'm buying it anyway. Dragon beans. Fresh herb? Question mark. Black pepper. Tender white fish? I don't know. Let's just check this stupid item. Not that recipe book. Recipe copy. Miso, maple, fresh herb, black pepper. I think we got all of those. Wine, kibbled salt, dragon beans, juicy bone. Okay, I think I bought everything, right? Let's just make sure I got 2 of the... Let's see, I got 2 of the maple. Miso, wine. Maple sugar, we have a bunch. Kibble salt. I think we have everything then. Cool. No! Okay. Denzel, please make this food. Hey, so how's the investigation going? We found a recipe. We found a recipe. Oh, you found it? Okay, you guys are fast. Braces are incredible. I want to hold that praise. Why is that? Well, you see, blah 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 blah. Altered version. That's it. Well, it can't be too greedy. Sorry, Denzel. I've been best if we found the original, but the basic part won't be that different. I'll smooth it over my instinct and experience. Pretty confident. Now that is a chef. Anyway, let's go over the results of our investigation. Details of the recipe. I see. More or less what I expected, but it does use some surprising ingredients. Alright, now I can really get to cooking this. We're all done? Yeah, pretty much is what I like to say, but I also estimate the ingredients. Should we go and collect them? Yeah, just a sec. Yeah, we got everything. Yay! Bro, good work. Now we're set. Whether I can make a meal that satisfies the old man or not, the rest is up to my skill. Alright, bang a gong. Get it on. Bang a gong. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. I see. You couldn't find the original. I'm sorry, we asked a lot of people, but we asked 2 people. In the end, we never found anyone who knew it. We're terribly sorry.
No, ultimately, it's my selfish request, and we asked both old people. You don't need to be so worried. I'll admit, I'm a bit sad. No, I'll never taste that flavor again.
But Radford, it might be a bit early to give up.
Oh?
I'm sure the meal I made will be close to that flavor. The recipe you guys brought still has a nostalgic flavor.
Yes, and while
You all are talking, it's getting cold.
yeah, it looks pretty good. You should eat it while it's hot.
Really, I'd like you to think of us watching on the sidelines. I've been sitting here dealing with such a lovely smell for a while now.
Yeah, it really does smell good. Damn, now I'm hungry.
Why the heck are you angry about that? Ah, we got talking a bit too much. Well then, let me have at it. Choo choo.
This is a bit nerve-wracking.
I know this flavor.
What is it?
This is it. This is the stew I ate in my dreams. Wahoo!
Oh my!
Seriously?
Really? Yes, really. It's not even slightly different from the nostalgic flavor I remember. What I wanted to eat, what I dreamed of eating was exactly this. That's incredible, Denzel. You perfectly replicate a recipe from a dream.
No, I mean, I was pretty confident in it, but that's a bit too generous.
No, don't be humble. This meal's perfect. This is what I wanted in every way. It brings me back to the lost days of my youth. The girl I admired was ever so good at this recipe. I shed many manly tears the day she wed.
Oh, this is getting a bit soppy. Never heard of that.
Sounds like you were quite the passionate one in your youth, old guy.
That's the beauty of youth.
The beauty of youth indeed. Everything has changed since then, except for war. War never changes. Even that angel of a girl is now a dried apricot.
Oh my god. Sir, don't talk about Bloom that way.
Who are you calling a dried apricot, you old fart?
There we go.
That voice is...
Here we are.
Miss Bloom? Really, to badmouth a lady in front of such a crowd. You're as twisted an old man as ever, you.
No, it's just a play on words. What is it, ma'am? What is it, ma'am? We don't see you here much.
Yeah, it's been a while. These people came by my home to ask about a recipe a bit ago, and, well, I was curious, so I came by to see.
Oh, so this recipe is...
Yes, it's a cooking style passed down in my family. This stew was my best recipe when I was a girl. I made it often for Radford here.
So that means... the girl this old man admired was...
Time is a cruel master indeed. What did you say?
Nothing.
Well, one way or the other, I'm happy to see people eating this old recipe again. Here, since I've come down all this way, let me make it for the first time in a while. You should all enjoy the flavor of tradition yourselves.
Hooray, don't mind if I do. Yes, please. I'd love the chance to observe some of the tricks to this recipe firsthand.
Well then, let me borrow the kitchen.
Learned pepper podge recipe. Yay! Okay, cool. Let's see what that... Oh, there we go. God, there's a lot of recipes. Oh my lord. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I haven't eaten, but... To go 4000 HP cures KO. Neat. But it uses so many ingredients. Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, though. Next time, we're going to do the last 2 quests, and then we're going to head to Bose. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth1204 with Diligent Hero Trails of the Sky, 2nd chapter. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.